Hey guys, it's Rescue Rabbit 101, and we're back at it with another Weird Deck Wednesday. I'm back to uploading more, and let me just tell you, YGO Pro is making this a lot easier. I like it a lot more, but I want to hear what you guys think of it, so make sure what you think of it down in the comment section below. Anyways, continuing from last week, we're going to do a run back of my Backjack BA, which is basically just a Burning Abyss deck, except this little card got thrown in, Absolute King Backjack, just for the lulz, because, you know, you can play a lot of normal traps in this deck. So here's the deck list. It's pretty standard. It's a really small Burning Abyss core. Simply, you'll burn through it really fast, but like the focus of the deck, it's supposed to be majorly trap heavy. So I played 20 traps. There's one continuous trap, excuse me, 19 normal traps. You can kind of see the build here. The BLS is self-explanatory, you know, the standard. This is only for spot removal. I like Virgil a lot. Got to. Have to. And then just, you know, power spells. Vanities is only because it's Vanities. You can swap in normal trap just for the lulz. It's more of a for fun deck anyways. Crush card because that's off, and I can play Ring too. And this deck just works really well with normal trap cards simply because, you know, all your discard traps are normal, and then you have Firelight too. And, you know, just a really standard Burning Abyss extra deck. I didn't even build this. I just copied this from the YGO Pro AI, but, because, I mean, this and this is really all you need. I mean, you can use, like, you might go into these and these other ones in a while, but it's a really standardized extra deck. So I've got a couple of replays for you. Let's see. There we go. I think I had two. Yeah. So this one is against a hero deck, and they have Dark Law, so that's already not that great a matchup. And, you know, most of the games with this, you don't actually ever, you know, hit your backjack, which is really annoying, but, you know, standard hero stuff. Set the back row, pass, my go. I'm not playing standard BA at all. I just set 3 and pass. I don't want to set the crush card because I'm not setting the Grath, because I want Grath in hand for the Karma Cut, and I had the double Mirror Force. What I could have done also is set the crush card, because then I pitch this, summon Skarm, and crush card to space. But crush card doesn't do that much, and Mirror Force really does what crush card does. Oh, you'll also notice I had, like, I was playing around Bubble Man a lot. Like, right here, he mask changes, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get acided. So I pitch this guy, banish it, so he can't get the acid. Just go into that. He makes Castell to get rid of my Skarm. I'm fine with this. Like, this doesn't matter that much to me. He's grabbing the Bubble Man, I guess, just because it's his most solid play. I'm really forced because I don't want to have to deal with Castell. Draw. I just set more back row. This time I do set this because I'm going to revive the Grath. I'm going to pitch this, revive the Grath, and then crush card it away when I feel the moment is right. So here, Hero lives into this guy. And at this point, I'm not happy because he gets his spell, and then he sets the back row. I just decide to get rid of the card right now, because I can bring out the Grath, and that livens my crush card. So I've got the Dead Raigeki break. I think I set it right here. Yeah, because, but it gets NFT'd. It was a bluff set anyways. The reason you can set it is because this will summon, this will go into Skarm, which will get you a search, and then you can just Raigeki break from there. He mask changes again into the acid. I'm feeling really sad, but I just kill it. I wasn't really... He warnings the Graph effect, which puts him at 1,000 life points, but me into top decking situation. He does this into this. Now, if I top deck into, like, a bigger BA than this, or heck, if I top deck into Grath, I just win the game. So I'm really hoping on the Grath top deck. And I do hit it, which is really nice, but he drew his mask change, because if you remember, he only searched 2, and I forgot Dark Law. Yikes. So now I'm losing. He draws a Goblin of Berg, but decides not to use it. I don't know why. Swings over. I've got nothing. Like, at this point, I'm just going to get beat in, and there's actually nothing I can do. And then I draw this card, and I was actually saying right before this basically the only card that gets me out of this is like a Mirror Force or a Tour Guide. And I hit the Tour Guide. So, Nightmare Shark is game. that's just kind of an example of just Burning Abyss and kind of why I like the trap heavy deck. But it doesn't really show you um, the backjack part of the deck. No, I do have 3 replays. Okay. This is the second one. This is really funny because at first I just decided to go into a tag game without thinking about it, and then as soon as I was in, I was like, wait a second, I'm playing Burning Abyss in a tag duel. Oh, dang it. Thankfully, my opponent over here was playing some messed up hero build, and my other opponent, I can't remember, my partner was playing Shadows. And it actually came out really funny because he's playing kind of the bad hero build. But my partner's playing Shadows, and so they can go off and make a lot of big extensive plays, you know, as Shadows typically do, just popping back row. Falco, summon, attack, El Shaddai fusion in battle phase. Just standard, typical Shaddai. Yeah. But what's great is he can do this, and then, you know, set maybe his El Shaddai fusions, and that's about it. But what I can do, my other opponent's playing. So he sets the Fire Hand, Enthes, El Shaddai to go into the construct, send the Hound, flip his card up to see what it is, Fire Hand. Now, my deck is all back row pretty much. Like, this is a semi-typical backjack. So I decide to attack into the hands anyways, because I know Construct will trigger, and he can't pop Winda, so if I kill it with Construct and kill with Winda, his hand chain stops, and I didn't know he had the second Fire Hand, so... I grab back the El Shaddai fusion, I set it for my partner along with, like, 4 other back row he can play, and that's kind of what this deck is like, why this deck is actually okay in tag, even though it's a Burning Abyss variant, is because you play so much back row that, like, you know, you're basically, if your partner doesn't play back row, you're really backing them up, and if they do, you've got now double the back row. You're not going to put much offensive force on board, but because you can't, but you do have, in case they falter, your own play. So, I think this is only a little bit longer. Anyways, they set a whole lot of back row. And just a tip for general gaming, like, if your opponent has not set any back row, you set a ton, and then all of a sudden they have, like, 7 back row down there, that generally means they're bluff setting a lot of them. So, he goes into the fluff tokens, and, I'm up, so I'm just killing, hacking through stuff, you know, and this guy's playing this build, so. Summons the Clayman, mass changes into Dion. I don't do anything Enthes Ring. We both eat 28 burn, so we're still 100 life points ahead of them. But, you know, advantage-wise, we're crushing them. My partner sets that. Direct attack. Nope, flute. Dang it. Right, this. No, we Phoenix Wing Wind Blast it. So, what that does is that means that the next guy is going to go. We get the damage in, and then if he survives his turn, then they get to stall the turn. But it's unlikely, so he draws, summons the Shadow Mist, mask changes it off, because, keep in mind, Fire Hand doesn't do anything because this card can't be destroyed by card effects, and he's in a really tough spot because he can only special summon once per turn, which Winda is actually putting in some work. And then the bottomless grapple, bye-bye the Yankee, and he's going to set the back row, should all core, I don't know why, I guess so Winda doesn't interfere. I finally hit the backjack, but, you know, that was already game over. And then this is kind of the flaw in Backjack Burning Abyss, is this kind of hand. Crush card, actually, Backjack's a crush card target, which is really funny. So my opponent MSTs, targets the setback, I let it go, they MST the crush card, I just chain the crush card. Probably not a smart move, but I don't really care, I'm trying for fun. He sends for Millo, probably to liven some cards up. I look at the top 3, I stack this, next is a Compulse, and then a Karma Cut. And as you're seeing, this is the problem. You play such a small Burning Abyss core, it's really easy. The thing about the Burning Abyss is every single one of them floats, as, you know, everybody knows. So, I set the Compulse here because I want to deck them. But as you know, every single Burning Abyss basically floats into another one. So if you hit like any two Burning Abyss, you start making plays because you can make Dante, right? Which recycles all your cards. But when you don't hit those two Burning Abyss, and half of your deck is trapped, so this actually tends to happen a lot. And then you hit like all of these discard traps because you're playing 3 of each because it's Backjack Burning Abyss, and this is all for fun. You could probably optimize it to be a lot better. You can see my opponent down there isn't getting anything either. So at this point, I crush carded him earlier. So I know he's got a Solemn and a Bottomless and a Time Space Trap. I get rid of the Time Space, knowing what it is. And then I try to hit the Solemn, but you can see I would go immensely neg, and I missed the Solemn. If I had hit the Solemn, I would have been in a pretty good position right now, because his next draw is clogged, but I didn't. Although here he's just drawing Southerns, which don't help him at all. I hit the Seer, but I can't summon the Seer because he's got the Bottomless again. And I know he has the Bottomless because I mined when I crush card it. So now I have to flip the Seer because otherwise I can't summon the Graph because it'll just kill itself. So I just summon the Graph and I beat for the 1,000 because I have nothing better to do. And, you know, I'm not getting enough Burning Abyss and enough fluidity within enough time frame to make, you know, a viable play. I'm getting way too many trap cards. Which, like I said, this is the problem that I found that Backjack Burning Abyss can have. So, he flips up the Monk. I assumed it was a Sovereign he was setting. And now he's just going to go off, because that's going to let him draw. He searches another Sovereign. Sovereign triggers special draw. Sovereign triggers special draw. And now he has 5 monsters. He makes the Deltros. Deltros pops this. Now, what I wanted to do, and what you can do in a real game, you can't respond to this guy's summon, but you can respond in the phase immediately after. So, but, you know, Dead Pro isn't that complicated, because you can't, you know, tell it that stuff. So, there's no back row for the Myrmilio. He flips the Emptiness for whatever reason. Oh, right, yeah, his Graph. Oh, sorry. Beat down. I had nothing. His go, and I top deck the empties. And I am really not happy, because if I'd drawn that one turn earlier, I would have straight up won the game. And I chain it just because I can. Anyways, that's that replay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more replays, or if you think the replays aren't really showing off the deck, it was kind of hard to show off this one simply because it's like one card, and it kind of has an underlying thing, and in just the idea of it. But if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see me do, or any decks you have for this segment, leave them down in the comment section below. Remember to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and Rescue Rabbit 101, signing out.